was a dull, sharp stabbing pain. It just felt like somebody gave me a kidney punch.
It was, knock you to your knees, pain. I could barely get in the car to drive back home.
When I walked, it was excruciating pain. But what was even stranger than that, when I went to bed at night, it hurt even worse.
3 real people with real pain who found real relief using a revolutionary new product called MagnaBlock Therapeutic Magnets. Doris Lidd is a banking executive living in Nashville, Tennessee, plagued by unexplained foot pain.
It was just a constant pain that was between 2 toes and felt like a hardness underneath the 2 toes and a redness around there. The pain really affected my life. I didn't want to walk, and most of my job involved walking, but I found that I was trying to save my trips and plan my time. So when I had to be up walking, it wasn't for any great length of time.
For high school student Adam Sprague of Paris, Tennessee, a sports injury brought back pain that altered his active lifestyle.
It just basically took me on any activity I wanted to do or used to be able to do. I was on homebound, and all I could do was just sit there, watch TV, or just anything just without any kind of movement. It really just kind of got me really depressed. I couldn't, of course I said I couldn't do anything with my friends. I was, limited on activities, very limited.
For more than 10 years, David Crawford, owner of a Nashville lumber and building materials business, was plagued by flare-ups of back pain.
The pain wasn't a daily problem, but every year for the last 10 years, 2 or 3 times a year, I would have a flare-up where I would have severe spasms. I would have to go see my orthopedic surgeon. It would get to the point where I couldn't put my shoes and socks on, I couldn't dress myself. My wife's patient was being stretched to the limit, and I was really limited in being able to play with my children and some of the activities that I like to participate in.
And just when I was at my lowest point and about to make this decision, Dr. Holcomb appeared to have some banking taken care of, and after I completed his banking, I started asking questions about what department at Vanderbilt he represented, and when I found out that he was a neurologist, I asked his opinion for what I was to have done.
Dr. Robert Holcomb is an assistant professor in the departments of neurology and pediatrics at Vanderbilt University Medical Center in Nashville, Tennessee. It's here at Vanderbilt, a leader in medical education, research, and patient care, that Dr. Holcomb invented MagnaBlock magnetic technology. Dr. Holcomb was also instrumental in establishing the Center for Pain Research and Neuromagnetics, a specialty clinic at Vanderbilt dedicated to researching the mechanisms and treatment of pain.
The goal in establishing the Center for Pain Research at Vanderbilt was to provide an environment whereby pain and all of its mechanisms could be studied, and non-invasive or non-harmful methods of treating those pains. Neuromagnetics is a term that we use to describe the use of these particularly designed magnetic fields that are generated by the MagnaBlock to bring about a favorable change in the nervous system.
In fact, MagnaBlock magnetic technology has been used to help relieve pain for thousands of patients, including Doris, Adam, and David. Just how does MagnaBlock work? Dr. Holcomb explains.
Yes, the MagnaBlock device works by generating a specific type magnetic field that blocks pain impulses that are going to the brain.
Each MagnaBlock disc houses 4 powerful rare earth magnets arranged in a specific plus-minus array. They're the strongest magnets on the market today. On top of the magnets is a metal ring called the flux ring. The flux ring directs MagnaBlock's energy into the body where it's needed. Our bodies have millions of nerve cells clustered in fibers that carry electrical signals to and from the brain. Whenever these nerve cells sense an assault, they send a signal to your brain where it's perceived as pain. MagnaBlock interrupts the pain signal before it reaches the brain. Interrupt the signal. Interrupt the pain.
As I said before, I was very skeptical of magnets, and until I was made aware of Dr. Holcomb and his practice, which was affiliated with Vanderbilt, and my father had been a doctor at Vanderbilt for 40 years, that put me at ease that this was something that had been researched and was based on medicine instead of anything else.
I usually try to present to the skeptics the real story behind the device, tell them that there's scientific information to support the fact that they work, and that there's clinical trials in human volunteers that are done in a scientific fashion that demonstrate that they work.
Many people report almost immediate relief the first time MagnaBlock magnets are correctly placed at the source of their pain.
Dr. Holcomb asked me if I still felt the pain, and I didn't, but I thought surely it must still be there. So it was just a strange feeling to not have the pain.
Yeah, I'd say I was pretty surprised. Just total relief. I mean, just within 10-15 minutes, the pain was subsided a great deal.
I wore them every day for probably 2 or 3 months initially, and have become a very firm believer.
After the MagnaBlock helped me be rid of pain, I wanted to know more about it, and I was really impressed with the research that had gone on at Vanderbilt University Medical Center.
The common simple discomforts of daily living can be very effectively treated by the MagnaBlock, in addition to these more complicated discomforts that we treat in the clinic on a day-to-day basis.
But when I've had a headache, I'll always try first to use the MagnaBlock wherever the center of the pain is, and most always it works.
MagnaBlock doesn't work for everybody, no more than other medications and procedures in medicine works for everyone. If the MagnaBlock doesn't work, it's probably advisable for the person to move them around to try to obtain relief in the discomfort. If discomfort returns or persists, it's probably advisable for them to consult their physician.
You know, you just find a spot where it hurts, and then you just put it on there. And
MagnaBlock made me realize that there are other alternatives out there for pain relief.
As the word has spread about the effectiveness of magnets in relieving pain, several companies have begun marketing therapeutic magnets. So why should you choose MagnaBlock? Here's why. MagnaBlock is the strongest magnet. Its powerful, patented quadrupolar array helps block pain signals before they reach your brain. And MagnaBlock is the only magnet with a flux ring that focuses energy into your body where it's needed. And only MagnaBlock was invented by a physician and tested on thousands of patients.
The greatest satisfaction is my ability to relieve patients from pain, and to use a device that's non-threatening and non-invasive, because pain is the #1 medical problem in the world. Pain ruins more people's lives than any other problem in medicine, and it's the problem that costs most to society in the form of lost time, lost wages, ruined lives, and ruined families.
My greatest fear was that I would not be able to enjoy my grandchildren in my later years because of chronic back pain, and MagnaBlock has given me hope that I'll have a perfectly normal life.
MagnaBlocks, they changed my life a lot. When I was in the pain, of course, I couldn't do anything, and since the MagnaBlocks, within a few months, I was back playing basketball, baseball, whatever. Of course, I'd miss it so much, I'd done whatever activity I can get a hold of.
When I started using the MagnaBlock, suddenly I could do everything I wanted to do. I was hiking and wanting to live again.
And now, MagnaBlock is available to you exclusively through the MagnaBlock website or the distributor who shared this tape with you.